What's going on YouTube? This is Necrospider bringing you a video, and this one is once again a bit more, a bit more of Modern Warfare Remastered for the brand new channel. Obviously, Battle Sister 24 is here with me as well. She's currently working on a bit more content for yourselves at the moment. So I'm going to jump into this as far as the content goes. What I'm looking to do today is just share with you some gaming news, really. This will be the first one that I do of the gaming news side of it. Basically, I'm going to be just talking about various news from various different sections of the market, and going from there, really. Vote for that one. Oh my god, that's not good. Okay, well, I'm going to play Shipment apparently. So yeah, it's going to be probably. I was thinking maybe one episode every 2 weeks, but I'm thinking maybe just a once a month thing, just to be able to give everyone like a big update on what's going on in gaming news, etc. Unless something big happens, and then I'll be able to obviously do it that way. So as far as the gaming news then goes, the reason I've got Modern Warfare Remastered rather on here at the moment is down to obviously the announcement from Activision and obviously Sledgehammer Games, who are making the next Call of Duty, and let's see what's going on here. What do I want? I'll go for that one, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so the announcement there being that obviously the next Call of Duty is going to be, confirmed boots on the ground, and it's definitely going to be. I always, I actually said that it was going to be boots on the ground. And I even said that next Call of Duty is going to be oh my god, getting annihilated here. That it was going to be a Vietnam style. I just respawned and I died. That's lovely. Thank you. Grenades everywhere. Oh my god, this is craziness. I hate Shipment. Right, let me just change this up. There we go. Right, okay. No, what? Spawned on the wrong side. Right. Throw that over there. Reload that. Get it killed. And so yeah, boots on the ground for the next Call of Duty. Confirmed it's going to definitely be boots on the ground, and I'm obviously I'm a big COD fanboy at heart, so really looking forward to that. Yeah, so really looking forward to that, and as far as Jesus, come on. So yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting one, really, as far as these go as well, because Sledgehammer Games made the last game that they made was Advanced Warfare, and they did a great job, I thought at least, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they can do next. Oh my god, man! As long as they don't make a map like this, because this stuff is mental. Tried to slide. That was bad. Just tried to slide. Oh dear. The fact I've actually got martyrdom on as well, so every time I die, I drop a grenade every time I die as well, so that's kind of helping out. Just a smidgen at least. Hey, there we go. That got rid of him. Oh, we won. Okay, so yeah, that was craziness. Hopefully, the next map will be a bit more normal, so I can actually do something slightly different, and be able to talk to you guys, because that was just craziness. So yeah, as I said, I predicted that it was going to definitely be, boots on the ground. I said that it was going to be, Vietnam era as well, and that's actually been confirmed. I don't know where it was confirmed, but it did say that it was going to be Vietnam, and I was like, that's fantastic. It's at least I got something right, kind of thing. So that's why I've got this on at the moment, just so I could show you some boots on the ground action, really. I'll do one more match on this, and then I'll bring you a little bit of gameplay from a different game as well. So a bit more on on PlayStation at least is that PlayStation in general have sold almost 1 million of their PlayStation VR units, which they were completely unexpected. They didn't expect to sell that many, simply because it was obviously it's like a high cost product. So they weren't expecting to sell such a large amount, I don't think. And they actually said, it's very surprising for them. Obviously, it's great for them as well, obviously, but it definitely shows that people are moving on, like gaming wise, etc. Other than that, there's on announced games is a Shadow of Mordor sequel. I was literally just looking at Shadow of Mordor the other day, and I was like, shall I pick that up? It looks pretty interesting. Everyone says that it's really good, and I was like, it could be pick up then. And then I took a look into it, and I was like, there's a new sequel been announced, so not really much point to me picking it up, so to speak. The sequel announced is called Middle-earth: Shadow of War. You might have already heard about this. It's not exactly like brand new news, but it was brand new to me, obviously. And other than that, obviously, I did previously say this on my old channel before we've made this new one, but the Blizzard themselves, obviously the creators of Overwatch and various other games, have confirmed that. What the hell? I thought this was a different map for some reason. I have no idea. Anyway, have confirmed that they've got a new character, or teased a new character as being announced. My character did not jump over that like I expected him to. Where are they? There we go. Take a nice little headshot kill, and so they've teased a brand new character, but it wasn't the character that everyone thought it was going to be. It was most people were thinking that it was going to be a character called Doom, but it turned out to be a different character entirely. But they're not saying who it's going to be as of yet, anyway. But it is going to be obviously DLC that they bring out for it. Let's see, you going to come this way? No, okay, that's really useful. That made me look daft. Where is everyone? I've seen. Oh, what the hell? That guy will not hold still. Where is he? There we go.
UAV recon standing by.
Take him out. Flip it out.
Our UAV is online.
Ah, this is.
Airstrike standing by. Friendly airstrike on the way.
Call an airstrike. See what this person does. I got rid of him. One more kill for a helicopter. Ah, he got him. Okay, doesn't matter. Holy hell.
Standing by.
Alright, okay. Call that in. That hurt.
We've taken the lead.
Is that person going to climb up here?
Our UAV is online.
Alright, let's go this way. Oh my god, I ran out of bullets. Pick up that gun. Slightly slower gameplay than I expected. What the hell? They shot down my gun. That's craziness. Oh, 13 and 1, I can live with that. So, yeah, as far as everything else goes as well, like in gaming news, a bit of more gaming news, which most people will probably be excited about at least, is that the makers of The Division, the game that most people really enjoy, for like, you know, most people that I've seen that play it really enjoy it, and the makers of The Division are bringing out a new game based on the same game engine that they used for The Division, which is called a Snowdrop engine, which is their own, you know, their own one that they use, and that.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Where is everyone? Throw that way. Throw that there. Where? So yeah, they're bringing out a new game, and it's going to be based on the game. Well, not the game, rather. It's going to be based on the film from. What was that? What was the person called that made that film?
What film?
The film is called Avatar, and I can't think what the creator of that was called, but yeah, it's going to be based on that one.
UAV recon standing by.
Let's call in that UAV. Uh-oh.
James Cameron. Didn't he do Avatar? He was the director.
Yeah,
of it.
James. Yeah, that was it.
The one who did the Titanic.
Yeah, that was it. I just couldn't remember his name. Couldn't remember it at all. Let's go in here a tiny bit. Stick that there.
Frag out! Cover me, I'm reloading!
Airstrike standing by. Friendly airstrike on the way.
Come on. Show me a pretty face. Oh, I got a hit marker. Ah, there we go. That's better.
Friendly chopper on the way.
Calling my chopper again. At least I'm putting in a good show for you guys, at least whilst I'm playing this one. Definitely not making this one boring. I can't believe they shot that down already. That is ridiculous.
Friendly airstrike on the way. We're about to win this one. Keep up the fire.
What the hell? Where is everyone? Okay, well, anyway, so it's going to be based on the Avatar, or the film Avatar rather, and yeah, so that's the film Avatar with the blue people, just to clarify. That not Avatar, the Last Airbender or anything like that. Throw that grenade. Throw a bit of a Kobe. Ah, hit marker. What is that? Okay, whatever.
Changing mag!
What the hell? Could not hit him at all. So we got that coming out. Obviously, that might actually be pretty good. The makers of The Division did a really good job with that game.
UAV is online.
They've continued to to be pretty good at that game, and they support it really well, from what I've heard. So I'll be interested to see what they do with a new game as well. Let's see, did he see me? No, okay. No. What the hell is it? What? Like 2 bursts into him, what the hell? Okay, whatever. Anyway. There we go, got the final kill. So I'll move on to a different game in a second as well, and cover a bit more news there where I can actually talk without being interrupted, so to speak. So yeah, definitely Avatar game coming out. Definitely something interesting. We'll see how far that one goes. And yeah. So the next piece of gaming news then for us. Destiny related, and as far as Destiny goes, the sad news is that obviously the 10-year plan that Bungie had originally for Destiny has I don't know if they've just changed their plan or if this was the plan from the start kind of thing, but from what people thought, obviously they believed it was going to be a 10-year plan for for that game and Destiny itself. So they were going to go from there for that one. That's why so many people have put so much time and effort into it, I think, as well. Whereas when it's finally come down to it, they've actually said that they're going to bring out obviously Destiny 2, and you're not going to be able to keep any of your progress that you've had from this or your characters entirely. You can still keep what class they are and what their race is, what their gender is, etc. So like just aesthetic, really. And from there, they're going to. I'll just jump to my other character. From there, it's literally only going to be those traits that are carried over. Your character has to be above level 20 to bring that data forwards, but that's literally the only thing that you'll be able to do. You just bring across your look, and that's it as far as those ones go. Which is it is a bit of a kick in the teeth for all of the people involved with that one, all of the gamers, etc. Simply because they've tried so hard to be able to get further into this and be able to really make something of it, and then they've literally just changed their mind about everything and gone from there, and it's like, oh, I don't know why I just clicked on that. I clicked on the wrong thing there, and it's, as I said, it's just one of those ones that it doesn't really make the characters, no, the players rather, themselves very happy about it, simply because they were, we were almost promised the fact that you could keep your character or your progress, and it was a 10-year plan, so you don't have to worry about it. They brought out the various different ones for this. They've also planned like a last event to say, oh, thank you for joining us and being part of the actual game itself. But then they've from there they've obviously changed their mind about this, and it's kind of messed that up for us in that respect.
So don't let your guard down.
Just jump down here. Oh, I have to turn my trigger stop round for this part. Totally forgot about that. There we go. So yeah, it's definitely not been one that was good news for Destiny players at least. But going on to something that is good news, or at least for me, as I previously enjoyed the older games, etc. They're bringing out a. What's my character? Ah, I know. Oh, right, okay. So yeah, well, as I said, the good news is that there's the CEO of Gearbox Games is, or has rather, announced that they're going to be bringing out a new Borderlands game. It's like a brand new game, so it's Borderlands. I'm not entirely sure which Borderlands, what they're intending to do, but it's going to be a game of Borderlands, and that should that's definitely exciting for me. As I said, I really enjoyed the previous ones, and I'm looking forward to being able to play some more Borderlands and go from there.
Fallen and Hive. Thin the herd, so you and other Guardians have some breathing room.
Alright, okay. So kill enemies. They're also making out like another game as well, and this was all announced on the 1st of March at a gaming convention that was going on at the time. And they're working on another game. It's going to have the same kind of feel as Borderlands, but it's going to be a completely different game. So that'll definitely be worth taking a look at. If you can see my character right now, obviously the reason that I can't like jump anywhere or do anything like that is simply because hello. It's simply because I've not got. I'm working on my my newer skills, so I've not got the ability to be able to do stuff like that currently. There we go. That's better. So that's why I've got basically no skills on this character. Just jump into this. Right, I'll show you here. So the one I'm on currently is my Defender Titan subclass. Obviously, the only one I've worked on so far is the Striker. I've got that up to the maximum. I've unlocked everything for it, so now I've got Defender on here. So that's why that's going on. Obviously, the Nintendo Switch has recently just come out. It does look good. There's everyone talking about the Zelda game, which is completely amazing and well worth taking a look at and playing. Once again, I don't think I'm going to be picking up the Switch. I was tempted when I saw that they had Bomberman on it. I used to play. I'm pretty sure it was called Super Bomberman, and that was a. No, press the wrong button there, and that allowed that was literally it's one of those games where I don't know where you it's kind of strategic in a way, so they might have gone like PvP with it as well, as they're bringing out like brand new kind of thing. But I'd be interested to see what they're going to do with it, etc. But it was fantastic. I used to play it on the Mega Drive, so yeah, not entirely sure how that will play out on the Nintendo Switch, but it's definitely one of those ones that you can play with your friends, and I'm guessing that's the kind of feel they've gone for, as Nintendo is always one of those. It's like a family system, isn't it? It's one of those ones that you play with your family, and you don't really do too much, like I'd say, serious or hardcore gaming on it. No offense to any of the players or etc. that have the game, but it's one of those ones that most people don't consider a hardcore style gaming console. It's simply because of its previous titles and games that games that have come out for it, etc. Let's see. Just take a look, see if there was anything in there. No, nothing. Okay. So, other than that, the one thing that I did find strange about the Nintendo Switch is that all of the game cartridges themselves have had a bittering agent added to them, and it's actually to the actual the cartridge itself. So it's got a bittering agent added to it to discourage kids from eating the games. That's which as I said, I found that particularly pretty crazy. It's definitely. Oh, there you go. Come on, where are you? Oh. Let's see. I'll kill these ones. There we go. There we go. So yeah, I did, as I said, I found that particularly odd, simply because it's just not something I expected any game developer to ever do. But as I said, once again, you know, family friendly. They've gone for something that's going to protect kids. You know, it's very admirable of them. You know, they've looking after kids that kids do tend to put stuff in their mouths when they shouldn't, kind of thing, and it's one of those ones that I'm pretty sure parents will be glad of when a kid spits out the cartridge. There's Star Wars. I have to admit, with Star Wars Battlefront that EA bought out recently, or like a while back, for for like the various consoles, simply because they just it didn't do a good job of it, I don't think. I'm a Star Wars fan, always have been. I even I've watched all the originals. I've watched all of the newer ones. It's just not, they've just not done. They didn't do a good job with the actual game. It was very hard to use as far as the game goes. Me and Battle Sister both played it. I'm pretty sure she can agree here that it just didn't live up to its name, really, as far as Star Wars goes. And so they're bringing out Star Wars Battlefront 2. The previous Star Wars Battlefronts that were on the original PlayStations, I believe. Fantastic, truly fantastic. I loved them. As I said, it's just not gone that way. So I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to look forward to that one or not. They are going to make all of the maps dramatically larger, and characters from the newer Star Wars franchise is going to be added in, and they're also adding in various new multiplayer options as well to expand on the game, simply because it didn't, as I said, it didn't have everything in it that I expected to have in it previously. So yeah, definitely something to maybe pick up myself if it does turn out to be pretty good. Other than that, that's pretty much all I've heard or found so far, at least inside the gaming news in this month, so to speak. As I said, thinking maybe every 2 weeks for these episodes. Obviously, it's just me talking as I'm playing some games, etc., and just telling you what's going on inside the gaming news world. Obviously, hope you enjoyed the video and the gameplay. I think the first gameplay was probably a bit more exciting than this second gameplay, I have to admit, but I'm sorry about that.
I'm going to need you to separate our enemies from any high-value resources they may be hoarding.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, I'll leave the video there. Obviously, please like and subscribe for more, and me and Battle Sister will see you on the next video. We've got much more content coming out, and I do hope that you'll like and subscribe for more, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.